Good day, my dear listeners. My name is James Abiono on your program Executive Intelligence. Like I told you, it's not money you need to start a business. It's a business a day you need to make money. I'll be sharing with you today on capacity building. I tell you, you need to build capacity. We'll be talking about 5 capacities you need to build. You need to build first, emotional capacity, spiritual capacity, intellectual capacity, leadership capacity, and character capacity. In fact, let's start from spiritual capacity, because many of us, we thought that, all about life is about the physical. We learn the principles, but we forget about the principal, God. I want to let you know that God is the principal who has given us the principle. If you will honor God in your life, it will surprise you that the principles will work for you. And I want to let you know, spiritual capacity goes beyond just going to church or going to mosque or just being religious. Spiritual capacity begins with yourself, in the inside of you. There's a trap for an elephant and there's a trap for a mouse. There are jumbo jets that have disappeared from the sky, and there are things that looks like, wow, it can never happen, and it happened. The Titanic, for example, the man who built the Titanic said it can never sink. Now, even God can't sink it, but it sank. I want to let you know on this program that you need to build spiritual capacity. You need to build yourself. You need to fortify yourself. You need to understand the God factor of your life and honor the God factor above all other factors. Then talking about intellectual capacity. A man is old, whether at 20 or 80. If he stops learning. And a man is young, whether at 80 years or 20 years, if he keeps learning. We need to understand the essence of intellectual capacity. For example, I'm an HND holder of business administration, but I want to let you know that I never liked school one day. Because why? I understood as a little boy that education is not the same as academics. So I had to school myself outside the academia. I never came first. Our fathers, all of them used to come first. But me, when we are 14 class, I'm good if I'm 37, thereabout. But understood my place, and I still understand my place. I had to educate myself outside academia. And talking about intellectual capacity, we'll talk more about that after this time out.
These people are not perfect, yet they are successful. JFK Consult Limited presents 100 Outstanding Entrepreneurs in Nigeria. This book is a thought revolution about 100 Nigerians who have broken limits in their personal lives and businesses through their dogged determination, personal responsibility, integrity, and focus. Read their personal stories, know their trade secrets, and get ready to discover yourself and pursue your personal dreams. 100 Outstanding Entrepreneurs in Nigeria. Well researched, well written, and excellent print work. Written by James Abiono and forward by Pastor Sam Adeyemi. Call 08034959205 to get your copy now. You can also visit www.jfkconsult.com. Money is not what you need to do business. What you need is an idea to make money.
Welcome back. Intellectual capacity. Let me just round up on intellectual capacity. You need to school yourself outside the academia. Some of us, we are attending the schools that are outmodel. Some of us, what you are learning in school, you know the growing disparity between the academic institution that is going to chunk you out soon and the institution that is going to receive you, that is supposed to receive you out there. Some of us, they say we are even unemployable. The syllables are outmodeled. We've got out there and we're surprised that, organizations can't even take us in. That means that you need to educate yourself outside the academia. There are over 10 billion pages in the internet, for example. You need to educate yourself. And then if you know what you're supposed to know, you will earn what you're supposed to earn. You know why? Value attracts value. So therefore, it's not enough for you to have BSc on a course that is outside your essence. Because I've never practiced business admin. I've rather been a life coach. I love to help people. I'm a catalyst. I like to make things happen for people, to push them from where they are to where they're supposed to be. Then talking about leadership capacity. People don't care how much you know until they see how much you care. You must lead at your confine. You must lead from your circle of influence. Leave your circle of concern. You can't do anything about the weather, for example. You can't do about the character of somebody beside you. But if you understand that you are the leader, that is, you have an area of influence, then you need to celebrate, you need to strengthen yourself upon your leadership capacity so that you can really get yourself ready to start a multimillionaire project zero call. Because a tree can't make a forest, for example. You need people. So talking about another aspect of capacity building, and that is emotional capacity. We call it EQ. Emotional capacity is understanding the behavioral pattern of people around you, knowing even your own strengths of behavior, whether you are the team player or you're a socializer or you're a dictative or you are a general. This is another dimension of explanation of the behavioral pattern. We'll talk more about this after this time out. Thank you very much.
Nigeria is a huge place of opportunities, but you need eyes to see it. Do you know you can start a multi-million naira project with zero kobo? Do you also know you can work to learn rather than work to earn? Get your eyes open and take yourself and your organization to the next level. Get the right knowledge and information that will push you and your organization forward. Get in touch with JFK Abiona Consultancy Limited, the #1 coaching company that is committed to helping people locate their core competence and empower them with empirical information, thus acting as a bridge from where they are to their next level. Let your eyes be open. Call JFK Abiona Consultancy Limited on 080-3495-9205. Money is not what you need to do business. What you need is an idea to make money.
Welcome back. Now we've been dealing with capacity building. Capacity building, we've dealt with a leadership capacity, spiritual capacity, and emotional capacity. But let me just nail it in better on emotional capacity. We must understand emotional capacity even in relating with our wives. We will need to be a wife beater if you'll understand the behavioral pattern of women, and we will need to be a wicked father or a wicked parent to our children when we discipline them instead of punishing them. If you don't know emotional capacity, you will punish your children instead of disciplining them. And then you will even beat up your wife instead of understanding, that she is a weaker vessel and you need to treat her with wisdom. Now, emotional capacity deals with several things because you've got people with different habits and different paradigm dealing with you on a daily basis. But if you understand EQ, which is called emotional capacity, you'll be able to understand how people behave and how you will respond to them instead of reacting to them. And finally, we want to talk about the capacity of building character capacity. Somebody said, if you lost money, you've not lost anything. If you lost your health, you've lost something. But if you lose your character, you've lost everything. Character is the strongest fiber. That is your moral fiber. You need to be strong in your character. You need to be strong in your mind. Look at what James Allen said in his book, Acres of Diamond. He said, as being of power, intelligence, love, and the Lord of his own thoughts, man holds the key to every situation and contains within himself that transformational and regenerative agency by which he makes himself what he wills. That is, you are the captain of your ship. You are the driver of your destiny. We must take responsibility, especially in the area of our character. Imagine they mention your name somewhere and people just ease. That means you are just a moving corpse. You are just living. You are not existing. You are existing. You are not living. A living being must be relevant to the environment. And your character must smell nice because a character is just like a perf. If you smell well, people want to relate with you. But if you smell bad, people doesn't want to relate with you. Character goes a long way in adjusting our lives and in how we deal with people. So I want to encourage us to build intellectual capacity, build spiritual capacity, build your leadership capacity, build your character capacity, and build your emotional capacity. Let us understand there is one major factor that drives running or starting a multi-millionaire project with zero kobo: when you build capacity, when you prepare. Somebody said, if you have 24 hours to cut down a tree, use 20 hours to sharpen your axe. We'll meet again on this program, Executive Intelligence. Thank you very much.